Here's the operation manual, the full operation manual, quick guide, tubing, and some little accessories in there that we're going to use them. First, there's the machine. And there's this compartment as a part of the packing that includes all the other accessories as well as the oil that is going to go to the machine. So maintenance oil with the part number, power cord, absorbent sheet, and sponge box. Okay. So real quick, we're going to So we begin with connecting the air and power connection. Like I said, the 1/4-inch tubing with a split connector is provided here. Fortunately, in this office, we already have a 1/4-inch air. I'm just gonna make a quick split. And I'm going to pinch the air. Okay, and the other end is going to go to the back of the machine. We don't have a valve, so here I need to hold this air with one hand, so the connection is right here. It's a compression type of connection, so pull and push, make sure it's safe and secure, and if I release it, I hear no leakage, so it's good. And then later I'm going to clean out this part and make it better. So that's how the air connection, and then we have the power connection, of course. It's just a regular cable, no adapter needed. I'm gonna pull out that fan temporarily real quick. And then I'm gonna test. Power goes in, so it's all good. The next step is to put oil in the machine. This sticker is the guide for priming, and priming is something that you do normally the first time you install the machine. You don't need to do it every time. And then here's the bottle of oil that comes with the machine. Is 1 liter. Comes with a nozzle on top. And the container is, like I said, 1 liter. The bottle is 1 liter, but the container is 1.2 liter. So if you dump the whole thing in the machine, it's not gonna overflow. I open the cap on top, and then I'm gonna dump the entire bottle in the tank. The good thing about this machine is the consumption is very low. It's very low cost, running cost machine, and 1 bottle is enough for 3,000 cycles. For an office like this, I think it's going to be enough for a 5 to 6 month period. So be patient, slowly. And once you do this, then we are ready for priming, and that's a process, like I said, just to make sure all the internal tubings are oiled and lubricated and ready for normal operation. And once we do that, next step is going to be the operation. We're going to lubricate all sorts of hand pieces, high speed, low speed, straight, air driven, electric. Fortunately, we have all those hand pieces in this office. It's a great example. All right, so once we're done, I normally keep that box with the part number there at the back. If they want to reorder, they have the part number handy. And so once you dump the whole oil in there, you close the door, cap, and the way I do the priming is using some paper towels, and I'm gonna need a rubber band. If you have a rubber band over here. All right, so first I'm gonna get into the priming mode. The way I do it, I press the chuck button, hold it, and then turn on the machine for a couple of seconds, and then the oil light is going to turn on. Although the whole tank is full, but you're going to get oil light here because we entered the priming mode. It is a special mode. So I hold a paper towel here and then press the button, keep it for a couple of seconds till it starts flowing oil through the port number 1. There you go. So when the machine is boxed in the factory, they make sure all the pipes are dry and clean and there is no oil in there. So once we are taking out of the box and installing it, we have to make sure that they are oil and lubricated. That's called priming. But when we are doing this, in the process, we have the internal pipes full of oil. So therefore, now we have to do something like this to get rid of that excess oil. And the way I do it is I use a couple of paper towels and a rubber band and cover all 4 ports, and I put a couple of paper towels here as well. Later we will clean it up again. So now again, with this priming mode, you're going to see a lot of fume coming out. That's normal for priming, and this is done only once. So in normal operation, you're not going to see this. We activate all 4 ports. We want to purge oil through all 4 ports and press start button. It's going to pull up the pressure and starts from port number 1. As you can see, some fumes coming out like mist, and then it lubricates the hand pieces or ports 1 at a time. So you see their cycle of purging oil, purging air, oil, air, and that's for direct connect ports. For rotary ports, you're going to hear the motor rotating as well. That's for electric hand pieces because we have gears inside. The good thing about this machine is rotates and lubricates the handpiece, electric hand pieces. So as you could see, it took about 30-35 seconds for direct ports, like 1 and 2, and then for electric ports or rotary ports, it takes a little bit more, like about 40-45 seconds. In normal process, again, you just activate the ports where you have the hand pieces connected. So you can lubricate just 1 hand piece or 2 hand piece, 3 or 4. It's up to you. And even if you lubricate all 4 hand pieces, it's going to take less than 3 minutes, about 3 minutes. One more thing, the machine is equipped with chuck cleaning function. We're going to talk about it. It's a part that comes with the machine. Looks like this. It's good to lubricate the top part of the hand pieces where the burr goes in. In some offices they have a problem burr getting stuck in a hand piece or burr runs out. Chuck cleaning makes sure that doesn't happen. Then there's a good compartment on top. I normally keep it there. And there is a burr without any cutting top that is called dummy burr. It's used for straight nose cones. You have straight nose cones in the office? Okay, perfect. So I keep that here as well. And then once we are done with the priming, I'm going to ask you to bring all samples of the hand pieces in your office, high speed, low speed, air, electric. Then within the free goods, I know that you received some adapters. Thank you. So this is what we call a cable adapter. It's good for air-driven hand pieces with cable I think. So we're going to connect it to port number 1. filters. There's spare O-rings for E-ports. So once it's done, you're gonna hear that beep sound and all the lights will turn off. That's an indication that the cycle is completed. So take out this and clean out this area completely.
So how often are you doing the priming?
Only once.
Okay.
So once you're done, it's all ready. So now the first thing, we're gonna put the adapters, and you have a cable adapter. I'm gonna put it on port number 1. Again, this is something you do once, but once in a while, check this connection. Make sure it's tight, because I go to some office and I see it's kind of loose. It's gonna create some leakage. The second one, you can use it for direct connect handpieces. If you have direct connect, like a basic air-driven handpieces, 4-hole handpieces, you don't?
No.
Okay, so then you probably got 2 of those adapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because you don't have any direct connect, I'm going to use it for another cable adapter.
Do we need a Rebecca over here yet?
No, not yet. It's all set up.
Okay. And next step, we're going to put the sponges. It comes in a pack of 12. You change them when they are dirty and soaked in oil. It's up to the handpieces and how often you lubricate them. There's a part number here. The pack is, I think, about $30, $40. Then there's absorbent sheet pack, a box of 20 pieces. Again, the part numbers are here on the box, so that way you can pre-order them. So once you have this, you're ready for the actual operation. And then I'm gonna explain the buttons on the control panel. So apparently this is the power button. You turn it on, turn it off, light is gonna turn on. Port numbers, every time you press, you activate or deactivate it. And then we have the chuck cleaning that we're going to talk about it. The air lights here, oil, if the oil level is less than 150 milliliter, which is 300 to 400 cycles, it shows that oil level is low. So you're going to reorder oil with that bottle, and then again you can dump the whole thing there, because the container is 1.2 liter. Even if it's if the light is turned on, if you dump the whole bottle, still is not going to overflow. The door, if I open the door in the middle of the operation and it's open, the machine is not going to work and the air light is going to turn on. Air pressure, if there's any problem with the compressor or this is pinched or any problem, the air supply is not enough, the light is going to turn on. This air button is just the duration of purging air through the handpiece. You know, it lubricates and purges air. So you can have it long cycle, medium cycle, or short cycle. I normally leave it at medium because it's good for all high and low air and electric handpieces.